conversation is those ones that I sit back and take notes, because I already have a notion. I've constantly said this is Zulu, and I don't know. But I'm one of those people who, when you're a celebrity, you're already not on the list of the people I could ever date. You see, and it's not a good place to be in, because, you know, maybe someone else is saying the same thing about me, and we are in this predicament of probably I don't know, or the CV has been that bad, and I'm already protecting myself without knowing exactly what to look out for. And today we are looking at what to watch out for when you're dating our public figure.
Do you want a person who is hardworking, first of all?
Yes.
Do you want a person who is growing?
Yes.
Who has a future?
Yes.
Who is ambitious?
Yes.
What does that make them? Where are they headed with all those qualities?
You know, they can be away from the public.
So, the public figure, the celebrity is relative.
Yes.
We are just saying. By what we are discussing today, and I told you to avoid those titles that seem self-aggrandizing, and to rather become a dignitary instead of trying to become celebrity or socialite or whatever.
Yes.
I know there's a
socialite
career called influencer.
Yes.
So can you try to influence me?
Yes. We'll talk about. Do you have? I have my red card.
No, before I make. So yes, because there's an upsurge of new careers that are coming from attention.
Yes,
just attention. There's confusion. There's mist. There's fogginess about what's right and what should be avoided. But some people make money out of it. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. They can make a living out of it. And people are faking breakups to get attention because they have to trend every week. And if they don't, and for another content that can trend, now they all go all the way to sacrificing, pretending, and I told my wife to be careful. Some of these breakups are not stage managed, just immaturity that got out of control. But because people are too big, you have to capture it as if it was an act, when actually it was a real immature outburst and lack of self-control that they found a way to sanitize later. And I said, people who love each other would not sit there and say, now let's pretend, let's talk harsh words to each other. Let's dismiss each other.
No.
These people are just immature.
Yes.
And they often blow up. Like people, the immature people, the way they would behave. But because they have so much publicity, they go publishing. Now they have to clean it up later, saying it was a staged act.
Yes.
Or acting like, we want to show people we are not perfect. And what we are discussing today is, in the context you come from, a teacher in a school can be celebrated.
That's true.
Can be very popular.
Yes.
A school, just a school community of 1,000 people. All of them together, put together, the teachers, students, and parents, a total is 1,000. But one person there is so popular that they overshadow the others, and the people being known that you exist does not mean you're popular. Popular means we know criminals who exist and we know their names.
Yes.
But we don't follow up on their life, and they can't make us change our choices, so they're not popular with us.
No.
So popularity means a person who people observe closely. They download somebody. In fact, in history, people like Marilyn Monroe would wear something, and people it trends.
Yes.
Just put on something. It sells.
Yeah. Because
people are trying to copy her. When you're popular, people are trying to copy from you, learn. And some of the popularity is fake. People manufactured it. But they wanted it for their own purpose to sell. Yeah. So it splits their life. Today we are not focusing on what becomes of your life when you put up what is not real to get attention. You can win the attention. Yes. But to sustain it eventually will cost you and consume you.
Absolutely.
What I want you to become is just a successful person. Influence by itself is good. It allows you to sell your values, show people direction, tell them what you recommend for lifestyle. It allows you to affect your generation. And in fact, you should be a voice in your generation. We are all aiming to be a voice in our generation, and the cause we stand for to succeed, the values we preach to be bought. We are looking for that.
Yeah.
But when it is authentic, it grows slowly. It grows with you. Authentic popularity grows slowly, and you don't aim at it per se.
No.
You simply do your work.
Yeah.
Bob Colimon never tried to do a celeb, the late. We celebrated him because of his achievements, what he has done for society, the values he lives for, what we see him doing for humanity, and the forgotten artists. Yeah. The way he sponsored schools, sponsored these. We said, oh, I would like to be like him. I admire, he has touched my life. This guy of Equity has touched so many lives. Every family where he has sponsored a kid with wings to fly, they will always say Equity.
Yes. That is so true.
You find them there say, he touched our life. You know that kid, that my sister's kid, that one. Imagine, you see now he's an accountant there.
Yeah.
Equity. So he may not be trying to be a celeb.
No.
He's not posting things when he's sipping coffee in front of me and guys, let me show you my bedroom. I wish you would all follow the Equity guy.
Yes.
Just to please touch society.
Yes.
Let them celebrate you by their own volition.
Yes.
Because of the impact you've done in their life. The fact that you're sipping water and the way you are dressing.
Yeah.
Somebody went to swim, unfortunately. The swimming went horribly wrong.
Yes.
And it was very bad to end your story on earth like that. I'm not saying we should not show people leisure, and I'm not saying all of it is bad. I'm just saying, what do you have in your life to show the world? Can we stop showing emptiness to the world? Let's stop showing the nakedness of our bedroom. Let's stop showing things that can't build the ones who are watching. You'll always find, when you come to the market with the monkey, you attract attention because people want entertainment. Life is very boring, and they always want entertainment. So if you come with a monkey, they will be entertained.
Yes.
But only the guy who came with a goat will go home with money. You will get funds. This one will get funds. You get funds.
Awesome. Awesome. Got it. Got it.
The guys who is after funds will not have a lot of cheers. Only genuinely interested customer, and those conversations are private.
Yes.
We call people who are growing. True growth grows like a whisper. It's negotiations of substance. They're not shouted. And the other problem is, I was telling my wife, be careful. If you throw your kid, or if you teach them validation from claps of the crowd, it becomes addictive until they can't validate themselves or feel comfortable. A day can't go without them posting something to feel like they're alive.
Oh, goodness.
You should possess the ability to, when you have gone for your shoots, those shoots you keep telling me about.
Yes.
You are recording at the back of somewhere.
Yes.
I don't know what you guys consider when you're choosing shooting venue. Very awkward venues. We're going to Lokichogi. Oh, there's a hotel there. There are so many hotels in Nairobi. You guys left the city to go shoot.
Yes.
Because of a strip, the background, towards the horizon, there's a mountain. We want
Yes.
the film people, what they choose, even if they explain,
Oh, goodness.
they wanted a monkey jumping in the trees to capture monkey.
Yes.
It's not part of the cast. No, but the fact that it's somewhere,
it adds to. Yeah.
And if you go there and you can't access your internet and for 3 days, you should be okay, Mwikali.
You should be.
You should be okay.
Yes. Yeah.
When your fans can't cheer you for 3 days because you're at work, you should be happy because you are serving your purpose. You should be fulfilled that we did the shoot. We have food to eat. I have told my family, their kabambe can work. Mom, we are okay. We don't have a lot of network here, but we are okay.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, you're living fake life. If you can't go a day and another one without online validation, you have been caught by the rat race of popularity and celebrity. It's a rat race.
Yes.
They entertain you, you entertain them for them to validate you. So you show them things that are exciting, whatever they are personal, whether it's your nakedness, whether it's your things, for them to cheer, yay! It is that yay that gives you energy for today. You're finished. You've been caught in the rat race. You should have a life that is substantive, that is real. That if they happen to get entertained, it was as you worked. You were not looking for the applause. Yeah. You were working for a cause. Yeah. You work for a cause, you get the applause, or you don't get it. Many of the messages that I pull from deep within my belly and it has moved me a lot does not trend. Sometimes the messages that trend surprise us. You even rewatch it. What are they liking here? Sometimes we are also surprised. When you're a genuine content creator, you can't anticipate people's tastes.
That's true.
You release something that clicks. For you, it was an average message.
Yeah.
I heard the Christina Shushos and singers say even the songs that trend surprise them. They said you can tell how wrong we are in our predictions by what we name our album. The song we score the highest to name our album with is not the one the audience clicks with. They pick another one.
Yeah.
One lady was saying the song she sang last when she was most tired is one that has trended over the years. She said, this one, I was almost dropping. Producers were pushing me to just be liven up. I was already done. It was like, and now it is on people know. They don't even know the other songs in the album.
The ones you put in all your energy.
Let's put this one first. I want to give it my best.
Yeah.
You can only be sincere and do it from the deep of your soul. But the contrast I learned, those messages we do that are for a particular group, whether to get a kid, when you have a complication, when they advise you to get a kid, that is for a special group, not just women, but women who may have a situation. So it's a very narrow proportion of society. But many come back to tell me it was life-saving. So I was telling my wife, surgery is not popular, it's not broadcasted, but it is life-changing. When doctors perform surgery, they don't get a lot of likes and trending, but they have changed
lives.
They have saved a soul. For a doctor to train, they might have to do something just entertaining. Some careers don't really welcome the celebrity.
No.
Because it's so private. You're working in people's bodies on pain. You know. Yes. And some careers just force you to humble yourself. You try to trend, you destroy it. You know? Yeah. I saw one nurse who does it right. She just gets ideas from her practice, comes, tells people, and she doesn't talk them because some of them are uncomfortable to say. Yes. So she writes them and she's dancing there. Wrong beliefs about that they just maybe so it just looks at it. But the points are so true and deep and they're brief. Then she pauses when she's working. She just does it without uniforms. She goes a tap. 3 points you need to know about this. Dancing and go. This is right. Now she's extracting wisdom from our work. Yes. Don't pursue to be popular. Don't feed the public. Don't depend on applause. Work. Change lives. Sponsor kids. From your work, from your equity job, from your personal accounts, from whatever. Help the needy. Help where you can. They themselves will know you touched them. With years, the people you've touched will mount like Tabitha. The lady was called Dorcas who died, and the women came carrying the clothes she had made for them and told Peter, you have to resurrect this one. She has touched our life too much. And because of the solid, concrete work she'd done among people, she was resurrected. Build a track record of real influence. Listen to friends when they have issues. Research on your work so that what you give them, the work you put out, changes lives. Let your popularity become organic, grow slowly in a real sense. You know, I hear they can ripen bananas quickly by spraying some gas. When they've been accelerated, it's not organic, it does not have dots. It's just yellow. Too yellow to be true. You can tell this one is accelerated. Organic one is slow, but they wanted quick results. You don't know the side effects of what they sprayed on you. When you eat on it, when you eat it, even the chicken, some inject things for it to swell. Doesn't look real. They showed us how they make commercial meat and commercial. They use kiwi to make it look up, but it's not for eating, it's for cameras. They said the real one would never look like this. You media people, you movies people, you master looks. Actually, you live for the appearances is part of your career. You know, when you started showing. So you're putting less effort, even if I'm not thirsty. You know, it's for the set. Literally for the show. Yes, for the show, actually. Now you get the idea. So what I used to call pretense, here is a career. Here is a tactic.
Actually, on a set, there's someone's job to do that.
To facilitate the pretense. We call it act, or better language. Okay, so yes. So, what you have to do, don't make your life an act. Whatever you have to do, keep it real and legit.
Yeah.
What needs to be kept private, Paul said there's some parts of my body I handle with more delicateness and more privacy. Others, we don't cover the face every day because we can present that one. Other parts we don't uncover, we keep them covered.
Yeah.
Let your life be like that.
Okay.
Let there be those parts
Yeah.
of your life that are totally private.
Yeah.
They allow you to breathe and be you.
That's true.
Even if I show here in shorts, it's still me. But how did you show up? How are you presented today? No, we are uncomfortable today. But I'm still the same person. I've done my research. Yes, you have, but the can you do something about? And that's why they employ those producers, people you told me, who take. Please come, give him a call.
Yes.
TVs have no shame. They get to your personal space too
Yes.
quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Normally, you didn't tell me I have something on my TV, but when I go to shows and TV, sorry, the producer is saying. So, make sure.
Did you drink water? Yeah, he's too chapped. Give him
enough makeup. I never used to have men and makeup. Surely, no, I'm not. Please, I'm
we
straight.
Don't want you to
I'm
shine.
straight. Those are not things that are.
No. We don't want you to shine.
No, you're bigger place.
Dab, dab, dab.
You know. Make sure your life is real and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And when people celebrate, you are surprised. Oh, thank you. But you are not living for it.
Yeah.
You are not expecting it.
Yeah.
And the reason I want you to hide your children from it. And if their career has to go take that path, make sure they do what our Lord did. At age 12, we caught him accidentally. Challenging teachers. But he was not trying to try it to the world. He was exchanging with them about questions. Make sure your child is learning. If they happen to get popular, that's not what they're after. They're not riding the wave of popularity. They're not posting things every day to try. They're not sitting there. They're simply doing their craft, learning their craft, it's studying, following the program and doing their life.
Yeah.
That other thing is a response that should come organically. If it doesn't come, do your thing. If you deliver results, the one that doesn't trend the people changes lives. The one that trends the people, thank God it has touched many people. There's a place for marketing, there's a place for packaging. when that's your skill, you know how that affects, you know. So then, the first rule when you date these people who have a lot of following, number one, resist the temptation to merge your life with theirs because they have a larger following than yours. They will show you to the world sooner and to a larger space. And then they'll present the narrative they want. They'll post you as their girlfriend, as their boyfriend. And if you break up, which other audience will you go back to correct it? Now that they have 500,000 followers,
Yes.
and you have 5,000, you have just the maximum friends of Facebook. 1% of what they have.
Yes.
And they already showed you to the whole, 500 is a lot. 500,000 is a lot for social media. There will be somebody who saw you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, the boyfriend so yeah. You. How is Betty doing? And I'm no longer with Betty.
Yes.
I'm no longer with Rose. They posted at some point.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have a place. It did not work out. So she did not go back to say it did not work. Don't merge lives too soon.
Yeah.
Commitment with the people of publicity can be a minor thing, like taking a selfie with them and posting it. Society is so fluid and they like gossip and getting into personal life. So matters of romance and love, people follow it, trends, they store the pictures, they check, they scrutinize, they dig up. As much as possible, don't let them take you to their space publicly. Now, the rule number 2, do not confuse their popularity with their personality. Okay?
Okay.
They may have 3 million followers.
Yes.
That doesn't... being celebrated doesn't talk about character. It talks about being entertaining. Please differentiate this. People who are entertaining don't always have ethics. In fact, some people are entertaining because they're man. Because sometimes true leather, genuine leather doesn't shine.
Yeah.
True character, true life doesn't always glow. Doesn't always draw millions.
Yeah.
Doesn't always attract. As I told you, it grows organically and slowly. If you're very talented and you sing well and touches people, you can trend, but you must not change from practicing to ride the wave. Or the wave will die. It was created by practice, not you riding it. You must go back to the roots. to continue getting fruit. You can't run after the fruit and expect to create more fruit. Maybe philosophical, but it's practical.
Okay.
Whatever made people like your presentation in shows, what was it? You studied, you took your time to design the clothes, to check this. You are watching, I don't know, Ellen who, abroad there, big up talk show hosts. You are always trying to copy, get this, learn this, practice. That's your workshop. Go back to workshop.
Yes.
If you want your work to trend, stay in your workshop.
Yeah.
Don't quit workshop to go on talk show around. How I did it. Let me tell you how I did it. They say after the champion wins, the loser goes back to the gym, but the winner goes on a talk show circuit to tell them how they did it. In the meantime, if they stay too long there, the guy who lost is still pressed by the defeat and they're practicing more. That's why it's so hard to replicate a win. So don't confuse their popularity with their personality. Don't confuse how they are celebrated to mean everything they do is right.
Yeah.
Separate their persona with their person.
I like that.
Check the values they live. After they park the car and the cameras at the car park, who walks into the house? What are their personal habits? What is their attitude? How attentive are they? How empathetic? How vulnerable? Do they have boundaries? Do they flirt with everyone? Know that everybody worships them and dreams. That's why one artist is singing and ladies are removing innerwear and throwing it.
Goodness.
With music, that may be a literal thing. But even with these other things, there's that kind of wishful. How do they treat it? Are they firm? Do they entertain flirtatious? Do they give people hopes? When people learn you're in their town, they say, the moment you come here, tell me. Tell me when you're in my town. For what? Can I host you? How is Mikali handling those fanatical fans?
Yes. Yeah.
And many of them who are very likable people. Many of them are people you'd also like to have a chat with. But whatever made you become liked also makes you very busy. Makes you a very busy person.
That's true.
It places a demand on your time so much that the time you have for family versus the time you have for job is totally scheduled out. Totally scheduled out. So the second question you check is, what values do they live by? Apart from the fanfare they get out there.
Yeah.
Always make sure you have a person who, personalities vary. There are people who go greeting people and they're okay with that. That's how they move, they connect people. They collect nuances and elements of their work from that day-to-day interactions. If you're very private, you may be very comfortable with that because you're in the car and all the windows are down and they're waving at everyone. You just wanted to apply your... Now there are 4 hands, you're greeting them.
Yes.
Then you become like a support character. And drama you did not sign up for.
Yeah.
And now people start associating you with who they saw you with. That's a personality thing.
Yeah.
If you're 98 introvert and 98% introvert, don't marry a person like me who is 98% extrovert. Because I'm very extroverted doesn't mean I'm always talking to people.
No.
It just means I energize with contact.
Yeah.
When I want to think, I talk to a person.
Yeah.
I get online. When I feel clogged, I talk to a person. When an introvert feels clogged, they withdraw. When they are alone, their thoughts flow. The imaginations come, the dreams are clear. They download stuff, they get wisdom. When they talk to people, they store the material. When they go personally, they process the material. When I'm alone, I store the material. When I go to people, I process the material. Did you get the opposite? When I start on my own, that content, I just store it. I store it. When I begin to talk, now what I stored, I use it.
Coming out.
The introvert is going the opposite direction.
Yes.
When we are talking, they're not processing, just storing.
They're just
storing. When they go, this relates with that, they would now release essence.
Yes.
They'll produce the music now. They'll do the cracking of the mathematics. They'll solve the problems now using what they gathered in interactions. The opposite route should not be too opposite. We said when you are opposites, attract, then attack. If you are too opposite, study this person's personality, see whether you flow with it, apart from their popularity. Number 3, ask yourself whether you'll be able to manage it if they continue that trajectory for the rest of their life. Some people will never be any less popular.
That's true. That's true.
Their music will get better, their career will get better, their presentations will get better, their athletic gift will get better, their football will get, Sadio Mane walks with a phone that has a cracked. Now that's a trending meme, trending picture. They saw a billionaire with a cracked phone.
Yes.
And then they ordered, please tell us something about your phone. We know you can afford any phone in the world.
But why?
They just came, what's the point? I'm sponsoring kids somewhere. Why spend all those? That's I could have fed a kid. No, that's a value. Imagine how money lives. You look at yourself. You can hardly afford. Live like this guy. So now his phone becomes something cameras are looking for.
Yeah.
Now even if he replaces the phone, we'll have to explain.
Who did you feed today?
You know, but the guy was just minding his business.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
some of these highly visible people, they marry a person who can support them in a practical sense, because small things become big things when it's a lot of people watching it. A small thing will be blown up because of how many people noticed it.
Yeah.
How many are talking about it? You know.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama may do the same thing you did.
Yeah.
But it clicked with so many millions of people that it's not a trend.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
They used to watch the late Mugabe a lot. If he trips to fall, they take photos. If he does it, they take photos. So, because of the public yearning for the unusual, the entertaining, anybody who has a big viewership, big visibility, are you willing to live like that? If you find it exhausting, tell them, just excuse yourself. The last principle is, how committed are they to family?
Okay.
Versus familiarity.
Oof.
Okay, a little bit poetic,
Yes.
but it shows you this.
Yes.
Some people will quit on the personal time they hate to be with you because a part of their job has showed up. Because somebody wants selfies. Everywhere you go, you best for selfies. Can they go to a space and you just, guys are just chilling? Is there a day that I had to set that kind of, as I agree, we realize the work phone, the day we are off work should also be off.
Yes.
So you have another personal phone that, it's only the inner circle that has that phone.
Yeah.
Any call that comes there is personal.
Yeah.
The others, people always want attention every time. Some are in different time zones. And your happy customers are coming to your shop. You just have to regulate how you're going to attend to them.
Yes.
Just leave a wait for them to leave your messages, you get back to them. You can even set automatic responders, how be getting back to you, so that your family knows their space in your life.
Absolutely.
Many celebrities don't have family values. They marry you for social prop.
Yes.
To add to their intrigue of their life. They bring you to their life when they're not committed to change anything.
Yep.
So, how committed to family are they? I liked it when a person said he works for Bishop, is very different from other people he has seen, because he takes a day off that you guys should not call him. Handle issues. You know?
Wow.
And in the year there's a week, he goes away with his family. And it's at the climax when people should be getting mega harvest from churches.
Yes.
But him and the family, having time, he's a father now, he's a husband now. And he expects them to do the same. Organize your life in such a way that you're not always at work.
Yes.
Your family, no, you have a deep connection with your family. He told them, those are the ones who bring you a cup of coffee. Those are the ones who do life with you. You know, and I liked the way it was coming from another person, not the one talking about it. Because in that context of the church, the bishop is a celebrity, celebrated, highly valued. But saying the family values of that person, when he is with us, he's fully with us. When he's family, he's fully with the family.
Yeah.
And we know the work for. He's very reachable, he's very committed to his work.
Yeah.
But the hours of the day that are for family, he's with his family.
His family, yes.
And because it's like, you handle finances, you handle this, you handle
Yeah.
this. And plan your calendar like me. Make sure you have planned your calendar to be fully attentive to your work and fully attentive to your personal life. Absolutely. Because if you collapse, if you get abandoned by those people, we may not replace them. Yes. So what you are saying is, do not confuse their popularity with their personality.
Yeah.
They are followed by millions of people. But who are they on a personal capacity? Do not be too quick to be displayed to their audience, because once you have been announced to be their lover, you have been swallowed. You may never correct it, even if it doesn't work. Yeah. And again, they're displaying you as a trophy. People there don't care who you live for, the gifts you have. They start analyzing the beard you have, and now Mikali likes beards. Now she has another boyfriend who has this. I wonder what kind of shoe was that? Where did he get that suit?
Yeah.
So they'll analyze me physically.
Yes.
I would rather not you display me so soon before people know me. Let me introduce myself according to my gifts and my personality.
Absolutely.
As opposed to you posting me, then I'm being analyzed like a trophy.
Yeah.
Then lastly, do they have family values? Or are they marrying you for their own family popularity?
Yeah.
Do they value family over familiarity? Will they have exclusive space that is for family and then exclusive space for work? Do they drag all that to their bedroom? To the holy of holies for the family?
Yeah.
Do they confuse all that and they're displaying everything?
Yeah.
Those three things are important.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you date someone who has a huge public following, do not allow to be publicized too soon, or else you lose control of your life. If they disclose you in their platforms before you are married, ostensibly to celebrate you, what will happen is that the public will henceforth see you as taken. If you do not have a similar platform of that size yourself, where will you correct that perception from in case things do not work out and you want to return to the market? Swale Ngomo, you must never accept a lower position. If you're discussing marriage, you're going to be partners, and that should be the power dynamic from the onset. You should also have your own rules. Your relationship should be kept private but not secret. You don't want to be splashed online to their fan base, but if you're getting married, it should be known to your real life friends and families. Some people use their status to play many people by pretending it's privacy. So today, what we're saying is, do not be fooled.